Lots of people ask me how they can work their sit-up muscles without doing a sit-up. And there's some quite clever tricks for this. So remember where the sit-up muscles go? They go from the bottom of your rib cage down onto the pelvis, onto the pubic bone. So you think of them as something that you work by doing a crunch that folds the muscle close and makes it work. But we can also make it work by using other methods. So the first one is to use your arm as a weight. And I'll show you this one first. Start in your normal Pilates rest position with neutral spine. Breathe in to get ready. As you breathe out, think abdominals drawn flat, pelvic floor lightly lifted, and point your hands to the ceiling. Have a breath, and as you breathe out, let one arm go slowly back behind you. Have a breath, and then as you breathe out again, pull that arm back up. So breathe in to get ready. As you breathe out, flatten the abdominals, keep the pelvic floor, and let the arm go back with control. Have a breath, and as you breathe out, bring that arm back up again. Now, if you concentrate on keeping the rib cage stuck down into the mat, you'll feel that you're having to use all these front abdominal muscles to bring your arm back up. So you want to feel the ribs being stuck, blow out to go out, have a breath, and then think use abs at the top, the lower part and the pelvic floor to bring the arm back up. You can make it more challenging by holding something in your hands, just a good old tin. So abdominals engaged, pelvic floor lifted, one arm back. Have a breath and pull that arm back. And you might even be able to see my abs have to kick in at the top there by my rib cage. So I've got to keep my ribs stuck to the mat, pull the tins back. Harder still, and it is significantly harder, so you've been warned, is to take both arms back behind you. Have a breath, and then use the abdominals to pull the arms back. And that is almost a sit-up. You've used your arms as the weight. Have a breath and pull instead of lifting your head and shoulders. Clever, isn't it? The other way, or two ways, that you can work your abdominal muscles without having to do an actual sit-up is to use your legs as weights instead of using your head and shoulders as weights. So for example, if you keep your neutral spine and your abdominals engaged, if I lift the weight of one leg, keep my abdominals in and bring the other leg up, then I've lifted this end instead of lifting the top end. And actually, this is heavier because legs are heavier than shoulders, but I'm not using my neck at all, but I am using my abs. So one exercise is just to go one up, breathe out, bring the other one up, put one down slowly, slowly is harder, put the other one down. And you can repeat that, one up, hold, breathe, one down, other one down. Or, a bit harder, you start with your legs up and only ever pick up one leg at a time. Keep that position, keep your neutral spine, and then you're going to lower and pick up again. Harder to do because you've got to stop your back arching and keep the abdominals flat. But this is using the sit-up muscles just the same way that a sit-up would work if you were moving from the top. And actually, they're a bit more tiring, so you won't get quite so many done.